Hello, you awesome friends. Welcome to our networking Zoom for Thursday, the 21st of April. Can you please give that person next to you a round of applause and a big welcome? And thank you for coming here early, by the way. Your efficiency is second to none. And just such a great, good-looking group of people. So just want to say a big welcome in. Now, I was just going to say this is our international networking Zoom. We've got a few celebs with us. Firstly, can we give a big wave to Dr. Liz? We've got Dr. Liz. Dr. Liz was our heroic speaker last time, and we're actually going to open up with her shortly just to give a bit of an epilogue to what she spoke about last time. And our other heroic character is Michael Sterling. Can we wave to Michael Sterling? Michael Sterling is our guest speaker later on. So once we get through everyone, we'll bounce over to Michael Sterling. So in fact, Michael, did you just want to say a quick hello just to set up the game for you later on?
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, everybody. Liz, how are ya? I can see a couple of familiar faces. Amir, everybody else. Awesome, guys. Look, I'm just going to talk about how to get a bit more clients, get a bit more business connections later on. So we're going to touch a couple of tips. I'm just going to share like 3 tips on how to do that. And
Legendary. Big round of applause to you, Michael. And before we bounce over to Dr. Liz, we're just going to have an epilogue with Dr. Liz following up from last time. I just want to say to a few of our wonderful leaders here. Now, Dr. Liz is actually one of our leaders, so she's going to get a double hit. So we'll bounce over to Amir. Amir has been helping us out with our meetups for a very long time. How are you doing, Amir? Did you want to say a quick opening hello to the game?
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another one of Ed's Fantastic Thursdays. It's the kind of thing that you see online, you see on WhatsApp, you see on social media, but a lot of those people are robots. Welcome to the room of actual organic humans. Yeah. And the crowd goes wild. Ed, one of the things that I love about your meetups, whether it's the face-to-face like we're having tomorrow in Sydney, or whether it's the Zoom Mondays and Thursdays, is that the genuine people that show up are the people that are not scared to answer questions live, because sometimes you do get put on the spot by your clients or your potential clients. And if you can't answer for yourself, then you're really just sending them a blank resume. All you're just saying is, here's what my friends say about me. But what about the real life situations? What about the testimonials from real humans, the organics? So this is the kind of day where we get to find out what makes each one of us tick. And as my friend down here, Piero, always says, make sure you book a meeting from the meeting. We're here to network, so put out your details and you'll find that somebody tonight is somebody who you want to connect to. My speciality is in real estate. I've been a real estate investor for 20 years and now I help others do what I've done. But over to you, Ed.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Big welcome to you, Amir, and a big thank you. And I'm just going to say as well, if you've just come in, please, you'll have a chance to speak if you want, so don't worry about that. Please use the LinkedIn, the Zoom chat. You can share your LinkedIn links. You can message each other privately. But as Amir and Pierre always say, book a meeting from the meeting. If you see a synergy or an opportunity with someone, book a Zoom, or if you're in the same city, book a coffee or something like that. We've got one of our wonderful leaders that came in, the amazing Piero Mardisic. His children haven't called an airstrike on him just yet. So, Piero, did you want to go very quickly before your children kick in the door and destroy you?
The baby's asleep, so I'm good. I'm good to go. I can stay right here for the whole time. How are you, Ed? How is everyone?
Great to hear from you. Tell us a bit about you, Piero, and give us a great networking tip as our wonderful leader for Canberra.
What have I been up to? I've been organising for tonight's Relationship After Dark webinar at 10 p.m. If anybody wants to attend that. It's about exceptional relationships and specifically about conflict in relationships. So how to deal with conflict in relationships. What else have I been up to? It's been holidays for me, Ed. So the kids have been home with me every now and then. I'm still getting over COVID. Like, it is ridiculous. I don't know if anybody else has had it, but I still can't taste. I still can't smell. I had it over 2 weeks ago. Everyone in their families had it for about roughly a week. But I tell you what, this sort of nasally thing going on is still here, and it's ridiculous. During the day, you feel like an absolute master. You can do anything. But when it comes to nighttime, it really takes a hold of you. So I don't know if anybody feels that way, but that's what I've been really struggling with. Regardless, and to be honest, I spend a lot of time with Amir, but those who know me, this is the fittest I've been in my entire life out of all of the things that I've achieved in my life. And it took hold of me. COVID really got me.
Wow. It's funny that we got the original Wuhan version. You would say alpha,
Ooh.
right?
Ooh.
The real one. And yeah, it was funny. This is before they even called it COVID. This is when it was called Corona Wuhan. So I'm going at that. So we're innovators. We got it first. And I was hanging out at the airport a lot of the time. Really smart when there's a pandemic. Don't hang out at the airport like I was. Don't do that. And but yeah, it was funny. It was like we're carrying a brick in our chest for about a month. Your chest weighed like an extra 10 kilos. I know that feeling, Piero.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, networking tip, Ed. Tomorrow, those of you that are coming along to the Sydney meetup, or those of you that are coming along to the Melbourne meetup on the 29th, you'll see me there at both Melbourne and at Sydney tomorrow. My one networking tip: be genuine. Don't try and sell yourself, for Christ's sake. Don't do it. You can see what each other does on LinkedIn, but the biggest thing that you want to do tomorrow, other than Amir's book someone in after the meeting, book a meeting from the meeting, and that is share something about yourself that's going to leave a lasting impression. Like, what's your favorite hobby? Like, what do you do? Leave someone with something so that they remember you than just what's on your goddamn LinkedIn profile, because you can see that easily. We know each other pretty well. We know what each other does, but let's go a little bit deeper than that. When you get to meet someone face to face, go a little bit deeper.
Well said. Round of applause here, Piero. And my friend Conrad Sampson's here. Can we wave to Conrad Sampson? He's our guest speaker at our Sydney meetup tomorrow. Are you able to say a quick hello, Conrad?
Yeah, hi everybody, and I'm not on very often during the week, but I'm really looking forward to tomorrow to meet up with the rest of the team and to share some things that are that I think that are relevant. And I think if I can just leave one word or one phrase that I would like to leave with everybody tomorrow and tonight, and that is embrace destiny. I think that's a very important concept for us to grapple with, but it's about embracing your destiny. And so happy to be here tonight.
Oh, we love you, Conrad. Round of applause, Conrad. Conrad and I go way back. Conrad knew me when I was a young marketing consultant, but before I became the Edwards Ear influencer guy. And it's been a hell of a journey, hasn't it, Conrad?
What type of marketing were you doing, Ed? Because I'm in marketing, that's why I'm asking.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't do marketing anymore, thank God. But I was more of a marketing consultant. So I actually, on a funny note, I used to actually get paid a lot of money to write the content for whole websites. So a month, I'd spend a whole 3 days straight, Friday to Saturday, Sunday writing websites. And I went crazy.
Like including copywriting and, UX design, everything? Or?
Yep. I was doing all that crazy stuff. And
That's good. That's good.
It left me traumatized, highly traumatized. So hence I became a LinkedIn influencer and just put it all behind me.
That's good.
Yeah. But don't worry, I don't touch marketing anymore. Any referrals go to you, Agu, so don't worry.
No. I'm working in an agency, so I'm just like trying to grow my network. I don't own that agency, so I'm just like here to meet new people. So I'm waiting for you guys to come to Melbourne as well, so it will be exciting.
Don't worry, we'll be there soon, and you're going to want to talk to Michael Sterling. Michael Sterling does stuff for agencies, don't you, Michael Sterling?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, mate. And I'm in Melbourne right now as well, so it'll be
awesome.
good to catch up.
Deal. That's deal.
So you two need to catch up. So big round of applause. Thank you for the opening on the networking. What I'm going to do now is we're just going to bounce over to amazing Dr. Liz for a little bit of an epilogue from last time. So Dr. Liz, in case you missed it, Dr. Liz was the heroic speaker last time. So what I ask you to do, if I ask you to keep your all selves on mute, we're going to give Dr. Liz a few minutes of spotlight time. So Dr. Liz, I've just spotlighted it. I'm just going to spotlight you now. So you're now on everyone's PC.
Oh,
you
wonderful.
can share screen.
Hi, everyone. I will. Thank you. And thank you, Ed. Hi, everyone. Thanks for the opportunity. Super excited to tell you a little bit of an update. So I gave you the early update last week, which was all about the launch of the top secret program, which is the Wellness for Success. So I don't know, can you see, what can you see? I've got hundreds of screens here. Can you see a Wellness for Success thing? Yeah, okay, awesome. So for those of you who know a little bit about my journey, this really has been a community effort. I'm super excited about the online program. So yes, it's based on all my over 20 years of nutrition and dietetic expertise, but importantly, it's what I wish I had a couple of years ago, as a busy professional, finding myself overweight, unfit, and, basically stressed and burnt out. And it's all based on science, but it's all super fun and easy, and basically little nudge tips, less than a couple of minutes a day, to motivate you and build those healthy habits. So
with this module, we're continuing with gut health, and this time we're talking.
See a little bit of that one? Yeah. So I'd like to credit the amazing Tim Beanland. As I said, it's a community effort. So input from everyone, Marlon de Cruz and the amazing BizTech team helped pull it together, input from various people. And I've actually included topics, from people in the community who constantly ask me, like, what the hell is food labeling all about, and, all the different diets, and how can I, get involved in healthy eating? I'm too busy. Blah, blah, blah. So, and I also wanted to mention, super excited to say, so it's very reasonably priced anyway, because I want everyone to get value. However, so the normal price is less than a cup of coffee a day, but for Ed's amazing community, and only for Ed's amazing community, I do have a special code, which I will pop in the chat. And if you use the code, which is basically WebEd50, you get 50% off, and there's also a payment plan as well. So would love, and so please just keep this for community members, because I'm not publicising this one. But yeah, would love for you to check it out. Would love the feedback. And it's an online program, less than a couple of minutes a day. You get an email reminder once a week to nudge you on track. Lots of meal plans, lots of tips, and there's a supportive Facebook VIP group as well. So it has been launched into the world, and I'd love your feedback. So thank you.
So legendary, friends, make sure you sign up right now. Can you share that link again, Dr. Liz, just so everyone can pick it up?
I will.
Excellent. I was just thinking, we're all looking really good looking right now. And you know what that means? It's time for a group photo. So if you haven't already, turn on your webcam right now. We're going to take a group photo before we start hearing from you, legendary winners. So I want to make sure my software is still working. I was playing just a round of XCOM 2 before, so my PC is working. Oh my God, we got a full screen. There you go. I like it when we have a full screen. It makes me look more successful than I am, which is really good. All right, so let's take a photo. So look into the lens, lean forward and hold the pose. Hold the pose and hold the pose. Hold the pose, friends, because you're awesome. Hold the pose. Damn fantastic. So that was the first shot, and we'll come back to one later on. And I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I've been slimming down lately. I've become a lot slimmer. I'm trying to follow Dr. Liz's healthy example. So there you go. Trying to show that. I want to look like Michael Sterling. I just won't get his cool hair. But a bit of trivia for you. When I was growing up, I've always been a bit of a 50s fan. When I was growing up and I was younger, I used to wear black silk shirts and do the Michael Sterling Elvis look. So Michael, I love your 50s inspiration. I'm very jealous of Michael's hair. So friends, enough crap about me. Let's hear about awesome news. So now basically what we're going to do is it's a chance for you to say hello. So the way we run it is Business Tips for People tonight is please in the reactions bar, just hit the hands up key if you want to speak, because it ranks everything in order. If you don't want to speak, that's fine. Whilst I don't agree with you for not speaking, you are entitled to do that. But please, if you want to speak and say hello, hit the hands up key in Zoom so it ranks you all in order. And when you speak, here's my big bit of advice to you. Please keep your microphone on mute unless you're talking. And be brief and direct and to the point. So the last thing you want to do is get on there and start going blah, 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 blah. Have a really clear message and be direct so people understand exactly what you are and what you're trying to do. So, and I found too, the more direct you are, the more powerful you're going to be. And remember, it's being recorded, so keep it clean and positive. And everyone, please keep networking. So without further ado, let's hear from Annie Burke. How you doing, Annie Burke?
Hi, everyone, and hello to all the people I haven't met before. I'm an animal-human relationship enricher, so I have conversations with animals who are living and in spirit, and find out what's happening in their world and answer their parents' questions, which can really help with health or behaviour issues. And for bereaved animal parents, it can really help with the grief process, finding out what happened, but it also helps the grief process for the animal in spirit as well. I have put a link in the chat further up. On Saturday at 5 p.m. Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne time, I'm doing a free masterclass on 8 amazing facts about animal souls that animal parents need to know. So if you're available at 5 o'clock, I'd love you to join me. I've put the link in there to register with Zoom, and happy for you to share it with animal parents that you know as well. They've taught me so much, so it's my opportunity to share their wisdom with everybody else now.
I just had a quick thought, Annie Burke. Did you ever play Elder Scrolls Skyrim? Did you ever play that, Annie Burke?
No.
Because in that you play the Dragonborn, you're a human with the soul of a dragon. Pretty cool, huh?
Mm. And I love seeing your animal encounters with the bush turkeys today as well.
I know. They tried to slay me. I had bush turkeys attacking me. They were racist bush turkeys who hated Arabs like me. That was my
Oh, what a load of rubbish.
No, we love you. Round of applause to Annie Burke. How you doing? And we got Victor Tavishan as an honourable shout. Victor is the legendary brother of legendary Annette we love. So, Victor, great to have you with us.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you, Mr. Zia.
Tell us a bit about you, man. What do you do? And pumped to see you tomorrow in Sydney as well.
Yep, my claim to fame is brother of Annette. I work with my wife. We have a little design studio and we do brand strategy and kind of business stuff. So, yeah, it was a bit of fun. And she sort of put me in contact with you. And I thought I'll come along and check out what the awesome Mrs. Zia is about.
Oh, no, big welcome to you, Victor. Can we give Victor a round of applause? And Victor, please share your links so we can all connect with you and all that.
Yeah, please do.
Beautiful, love it. And we've got Michelle Slight. How you doing, Michelle Slight? Such an honourable pleasure having you with us. The floor is yours.
Oh, thank you. I'm actually really sick and don't have much of a voice, but I wanted to say hello because I keep missing out. So I breed beautiful dogs. This is Millie, and she's one of my mummies. Not at the moment, but yeah, we have puppies. And I have started a new, I've written a book and started a new focus, which is something I'm very passionate about. And so I'm probably the world's first sexual assault specialist. I've been lucky enough to learn so much from both perspectives, all perspectives about this particular subject. And I help people who have been victims, and I also help parents to teach their children so that their children have the resources that they need to be able to deal with this and prevent it like my children did. Thanks, everybody.
Oh, noble as. We love you, Michelle. Please have some Lemsip. I know it's like to lose your voice. It's tough. And I've lost voices before keynotes and everything. So believe me, I've suffered on that one. Oh, my God, we got Mina Mystery with us. How you doing, Mina? What's happening?
Hi, Ed. Hi, everyone. I see some familiar faces and I see some new faces, which is great. So hi, Sean. It's the first time I've seen Sean, but I have spoken to Sean on LinkedIn. How are you doing, Ed?
It's an absolute pleasure. I've been busy skipping meals and trying to get slim again, Mina. It's not easy, but we're getting there.
It's okay. Easter's over, so you can start the, not the diet, but the healthy meal plan. Cool. I actually, before I even introduce myself, I just want to give a couple of shout outs to people. I joined Annie's animal webinar a couple of weeks ago, which was absolutely fantastic. And I've got a lot of people in the UK who are animal parents. So I'm doing what I can to sort of promote her webinars in the UK, which I think that will be quite beneficial. Absolutely brilliant webinar and knowledge and information from Annie, and also Amanda as well. I joined Amanda's webinar on Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. Yes, it was Wednesday, over resilience and empowerment. And she did such a great job in her presentation. And it was so valuable because she really balances the opposites and gets you to think outside of the box, which is brilliant. So thank you so much, Annie and Amanda. And also we've got Peter as well, who compile the Rolodex for everyone with 3 points of what everyone does as well. So just want to say a real big thanks, because that's valuable information where we can just go in and just see what everyone does. And if there's any referrals or any other connections we can bring to those people, I think it's such a big value to each and every one of us. So thank you very much.
Oh, amazing, Mina. And a round of applause to you and a big thank you, Mina. We love you. Mina's
That's
got a
okay.
heart.
You're welcome.
And tell us very quickly about you, Mina, very quickly a bit about you.
Yep. So I'm basically work in the area of NLP and spiritual evolution work, and both actually work hand in hand together because NLP is all about the mind, the language that we use, our internal thought processes, and, you know, how we, whether we react or whether we respond to our external world. And all of that leads to figuring out who we are, who our true self is, which again leads to spiritual evolution work. So my specialism and passion is spirituality. So I'm from the UK but living in South Africa, so I'm actually looking for UK clients who are looking for more out of life and who are looking to evolve in their own spiritual development work.
Oh, Mina, brilliant. We love you, Mina. Round of applause to you, Mina. And just amazing.
Thank you.
And oh my God, we got Diane Tipper here. How you doing, Diane Tipper?
I'm very well, thank you, Ed. And how are you? Well, we all know you're doing well. You're always well, actually. So hi, everyone. It's my second time here. So my first one, I enjoyed it so much that I've come back to meet you all and get to know you. So, yeah, Diane Tipper, my business is Sleep Keeper. So I created Sleep Keeper, and it's for people that like to go away and take their own pillows. They are a pillow carrier that will compact your pillow to a third of its size, so it can easily take it anywhere and keep it clean, portable, and well protected. You always sleep better when you sleep on your own pillow. You can't take your bed, but you can definitely take your pillow. Yeah. So free delivery in Australia, and I ship worldwide.
Oh, wow, Diane. Share your bio link. That's pretty cool. I always get a sore link when I'm flying home late at night trying to sleep on their window. So there you go. There you go. Crazy. Oh, my God. We got Sean Tucker. Sean Tucker, so good having you. Listen, you're flying to Sydney tomorrow, aren't you?
Hey, Ed. Hey, everyone. Yes, I'll be in the Sydney Meetup tomorrow afternoon. So looking forward to seeing everyone in Barangaroo, which will be really cool because it's my first time up there for the meetup. But yeah, how's yourself, Ed? How are you doing?
Yeah, pretty good. As I said to Simone, I've been eating like a mouse. So my shorts actually fit me nicely today. Like I actually felt like normal clothes. I wasn't like my clothes aren't cutting off my blood supply anymore. I actually feel like normal and I can walk down the street without feeling pain. It's good.
So Jack Edwards ear. I like it.
There you go. And tell us about you, besides your cool cat behind you. What's happening, Sean?
Yeah,
tell
she's
us
just
about
on my lap.
That's what we call it.
There's another one too. So we've got two cats in the room. Basically, I'm an exercise and health scientist, and we basically what we do is we quantify your internal health so that we can get you back to being your better self within 90 days or so. Your better self, everyone can remember themselves in a better time, usually. And we kind of use that as their motivation to pull them back to balance as quickly as we can. So we like to do it within 90 days or less. And essentially, we've been working with Tim Beanland, had a mentioned before, by Dr. Liz, and I haven't met Dr. Liz yet, but I look forward to meeting her as well. And within 2 weeks of working with Tim, he's actually shed off 10 kilos working with us, which is absolutely insane. So hats off to Tim. But yeah, that's just a little snippet of what we do. So yeah, love to meet everyone tomorrow and looking forward to it.
Oh, Sean Tucker, you're the best. Round of applause to you, Sean. It's amazing. And we've got Simone Louise, and Simone Louise has been putting up with all my crap lately, talking about my weight loss. How you doing, Simone? Listen, and thanks for listening to my crap, by the way.
Yes, well, let's just make it clear that I don't support your efforts of not eating very much in order to lose weight. But you do you, Ed, and just know that won't work for long-term results, okay? So my name is Simone Louise, and I am a lifestyle mentor. So I help busy families sort out their routines and find a healthier ways, not just for themselves, but for their families. So for myself in particular, this is where the journey started. I am actually a wife to a police officer. So juggling the dynamics of having 3 young kids, at the time I had a corporate career myself, and just managing what it was to have someone who is in and out of the household and works long shifts and all those sorts of things. So my passion lies within supporting those people who don't have consistency in their work hours and helping them lead a healthier lifestyle, not just for themselves, for their family. So I'm so lucky. I spent the day with Tim today. He came to my house and I actually went and picked him up from the city, which was really good because he was so thankful for that. But it also worked in my favor that I got to ask 100 marketing and sales and video questions on the way. So I definitely used that to my advantage. And anyone who's a parent here will totally get this excitement. But on our drive, we actually saw Lightning McQueen on the back of a trailer. And that was the highlight of my day. I was so thankful that Tim was in the car because I'm like, Tim, you have to get a photo of Lightning McQueen so I can show my kids. And that was a very, very cool moment. So busy day, but excited to see everyone in Sydney tomorrow as well.
Oh, we're pumped to have you with us, Simone, and bravo, big round of applause to you, Simone. We absolutely love you. And oh my God, we've got Amanda McNeil who can punch through a brick wall. How are you doing, Amanda McNeil?
Oh my God, Ed, where do you get this stuff from? Hey, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, there's a lot of new faces on the call, which is amazing tonight. So howdy, my name's Amanda McNeil, and I am a resilience and empowerment coach. And I work with people who are stuck in their comfort zones, get out of their situation by building resilience, building their strengths, creating confidence, so they then feel empowered so they can go and take action and make the change that they want in their life to live their best life. So that is what I am all about. And thank you so much, Mina, for A, coming to my masterclass, but B, for the shout out tonight. That was amazing. And I also wanted to say, for tomorrow, I'm looking forward to seeing all the Sydney-siders there tomorrow, but I'm also doing a conversation corner with the lovely Karen Lynn Clark, and we're going to be talking about confidence after all of the, the sort of the networking and the meeting and greeting is happening. So I'm looking forward to that, pumped to be co-presenting with Karen. So that's going to be exciting.
Excellent. So just as a clarification, so what it is, so we're having our meetup tomorrow, 2:30 to 4-ish at Barangaroo, and then immediately afterwards at the same place, Amanda and Karen are having their after workshop. Sounds right, Amanda?
It sounds right.
Oh, awesome. Amanda, we're pumped, and thank you so much. Awesome, Amanda.
Thank you.
Round of applause for you, Amanda. Oh my God, we got Scott Foxy. How you doing, Scott Foxy? The floor is yours.
Wrong button, sorry. So thanks very much, Ed, for the opportunity. I appreciate it. So I want to thank Raywin first, Raywin Mai. I don't know if she's on tonight, but she actually did a webinar with me on Tuesday. So that was very enlightening. She told me about her exploits with gut health, and it's very similar to what I do. So, yeah, big shout out to Rowan, even though she isn't here tonight. Hopefully someone tells her I said something anyway. So I just wanted to say my one patient that came to me today, she had lower back pain for over 2 years now, and it's getting to the point where she can't walk properly. So she came to me today, and this is the first day that she's had no pain at all from one treatment. So fantastic results for her. So I also wanted to say that I actually also treat throat issues. So if you've got a croaky throat tonight, and also if you have insomnia. So even though you got the pillow, you're taking the pillow with you, which is fantastic, we can also help you sleep really well with that pillow. Thanks very much, Ed.
Yeah, I probably need that. I got this bad habit whereas I wake up at 2 a.m. and then to put myself back to bed, I just watch crap on YouTube for 2 hours. Probably not a good idea, but yeah, I watch all sort of crazy shit. Oh, there you go. I probably need to stop that. Alessio, how you doing, Alessio? The floor's yours.
Hi, everyone. Hope you're doing well. I'm here with Juan Carlos, who used to be here in your your meetings. Okay.
Hey,
And
Carlos.
I'm here with sustainability. Okay, he's working on the environment. Okay, you want to say something?
Hi, it's nice people. It's a long time that I don't see the big boss in Australia. Edward, how are you?
There you go. You look like Darth Vader behind Alessio. There's just like this very black, mysterious figure. You're not a Sith or anything, are you, Carlos?
So I'm here, as I said before, with him to work in sustainability because we are working on some projects. Okay, but about me, I'm a wine expert. Okay, as I said in the chat, I also put my details. Okay, I'm working in different projects and also in the finance sector. Okay, I'm working with an academy where we provide online courses on finance and economics, and also some projects on wine and as I said the environment, because we are looking for the energetic field, okay, to be sustainable, as I said. And if you want to contact with me, you have my details, okay. I put also the Juan Carlos LinkedIn link if you want to connect with him, and we can collaborate. And if you want to talk with me as well, I already put my calendar. And that's it. Thank you very much.
May I, please? It's a long time that I'm out of LinkedIn, just following people, but I'm following great people that give good energies as you. Now we are passing around big change. Are many things that need to be recreated to reconquist the peace in the health, in the mind, and the heart. And we are trying to give an input to this situation. So I put outside the old ideas that I have. Now I'm working as volunteer to give more conscious about the earth, the problems that we have with the trash, the rubbish, plastic, and it's a big problem. Actually, it's a big problem. And now we are trying to recreate the same idea, taking a place in Italy and on a small place of land. And probably we will work in the future with some glamping, very cool places that we will love. So let's keep in touch. We will give you all the information one step at a time. So I love you so much. Go with the same energy and we will talk in the future. I'm going to cook.
Thank you very much. And I give the chance to everyone to talk.
Pleasure. We love you, Alessio and Carlos. Big round of applause. Very, very good. And just a quick intermission as well. If you've just come in, please use the chat to say hello. We're going to take a group photo soon. And once we give you the opportunity to speak, we're going to hear from the dangerous Michael Sterling, which we're very excited about. But before that, we want to hear from you, Amanda Dunn. How you doing, Amanda Dunn? The floor is yours.
Hi, Ed. I'm in Yorkshire in the UK. I currently don't have a business and I currently don't have a job. I am doing as Conrad said, I'm embracing my destiny. So I've recently come out of an abusive marriage, gave up my home to put that back in my past, and quit my job because I ain't settling for anything. I'm going out there and I'm going to do what I want to do. So I'm currently looking for another job to pay the bills so I can then find somewhere to live, because I'm currently temporarily staying with my mum. And then I'm going to look at setting up my business. Haven't quite decided what that's going to be yet. I've got a lot of experience supporting people with things like addictions, prioritizing time management. I've got so much knowledge and I just thought I'm wasting it sitting in a call center calling people. So it's like, I'm going to use it and I'm going to do what I want to do. So I haven't got my niche yet. I haven't worked that bit out. I'm taking one step at a time. My priority is get a job, find a home, and then work out what business is going to be. But I saw your link on LinkedIn, and I just thought, fun people, this is what I want. I love fun, and I want fun, and I'm going to look for fun. So that's why I'm on here today. So I want to be around fun people who are willing to share their wisdom with me, because I am new to setting up a business. Don't have a clue where to start, but I'm going to find out.
Oh, Amanda, round of applause to you, Amanda. I admire that. I love it. Amanda's like, yeah, got rid of the house, threw out the useless husband, quit my job, screw the establishment. I'm here to. And it's funny, actually, because I actually used to be a homeless veteran a bit over 10 years ago, living in my car. And that was the most productive year of my life because it turned me into the global star I am today. So I love where you're going, Amanda. Nothing changes until we change. So I love your work. And Piero, oh my God, Piero, the master of change. What's happening, Piero?
Hello, Edward again. This is something that I just want to share, I guess, on a really personal note to each and every single one of you. And this will hit different individually to you all. A lot of you don't know that I'm a counselling psychology practitioner. I've got a certificate in cognitive behavioural therapy and dialectical behavioural therapy, addictions, and also grief counselling, relationship counselling and coaching. Now, why I'm telling you is because it's a taboo subject still. Not a lot of people like to talk about addiction. And with an addiction of my own for over 2 decades, and then studying about it, I've got a very vast understanding of addiction as well as grief counselling. So if you're out there and you know of someone, I just want you to know that this is just a personal message today. Sometimes we just need a friend to listen to. Sometimes we just need someone who's got those extra what could you call it? Expertise in an area of just, it's not about trying to make money. There's a lot of pain still going on out there. And I just want to let you know from a personal point of view that we could all call ourselves coaches in some way. But when someone's actually got the certificates to help the people that are in need, I'm one of them. And if you know of anyone, I'm here to help.
Oh, Piero, absolutely noble. Round of applause, Piero. And I just had some good news come in that I want to share with you. Just to let you know, I'm a right-wing Liberal supporter. I love Scott Morrison. And I just had some reports come in that the leader of the opposition, Anthony Albanese, has tested positive to COVID. Now, whilst I don't like anyone testing positive to COVID, he can't campaign now. So that pretty much is just, Scott Morrison's just pretty much won the election. So I just want to let you know that. Those damn communists keep failing. So there you go. They invented COVID and now they're catching it. So just too funny. There you go. So good news there. Just good news for the election and a great move for democracy. So thank you again, Piero, and thank you to democracy. David, how you doing, David? What's going on? Unmute, David. Oh, unmute. Hit that unmute key, David.
Yeah. You can tell I've been off for a while. I was listening to Piero and thinking, how the hell am I going to follow that, you know? And then you came on, Ed, with your commercial break. So I really have to thank you for that. This is a great, fantastic community. Lovely to see the old faces. Well, they're not so old as far as I'm concerned, but also some new ones. A great community of people that are out there to help each other. And Piero speaking from the heart about his own experience. Just wonderful to be here. So I guess that's what I'm about, is helping people, and in particular helping people get better sales in their business, particularly if you're a techo type gal or guy who is a bit uncomfortable with selling and wants to boost your revenue. I did that in my own career, conquering some limiting beliefs along the way, and would be very happy to talk to people about it. So hopefully I'll make some connections here tonight. Reach out to me. My links are in the chat. And thanks very much, Ed. Great to be here.
David QW, we love you, and top sales coach. A round of applause to you, David, and definitely talk to David. David, I've been in sales for a long time, and David's a real pro because he knows how to make anything complex sellable. So if you're having trouble getting your sales, talk to David. We love you, David. And oh my God, we've got Ted O'Shannessy with us. Ted O'Shannessy, how are you, my friend? The floor is yours.
Hello, Ed. I was in your territory last week. I've been offline for a couple of weeks, but I was down there and I was looking around for functions or networking events last week, but alas, we never had one. And by the way, I'm right with you on ScoMo. Love the man. Just a couple of little things. Peter, love your work. thank you very much for putting that little resume together for us all. And Diane Tipper, good to see you back. I haven't been here for a couple of weeks, but Diane and I have connected and love her work as well. Same with Mina. I haven't been able to connect yet, but loved your little presentation tonight. And by the way, go Amanda. Good on you. And lastly, but not least, I'm in the travel business, or more directly, the hotel and cruise club business. I'm part of the world's largest cruise membership club. And if you'd like to know more about cruising and the benefits of being a member of a big, big club, let me know. So thanks, Ed. Catch you soon. Catch you soon, everyone.
Oh my God, round of applause to Ted. And just showing off for the moment, I am one flight off becoming a gold frequent flyer with Virgin Airlines. So I'm very excited about that. There we go. Just about my pure ego. Linda Joy Ben, how you doing, Linda Joy Ben? It's so good seeing you as always, Linda Joy Ben.
Thanks, Ed. Great to be here. And thanks, Annie, for our wonderful chat. And also Diane and I caught up as well, which was wonderful. And again, thanks, Peter, for the Rolodex. Really appreciate that. So just quickly, what I do is I help transform people's lives, mind, body, spirit, transformation, spiritual mentor. And after Piero talking, I've studied many, many things. And one of the trainings I've started over 20 years ago was working with the body, which then moved into more on the emotion and the somatics and going much deeper. So talking to many people who are experiencing pain in their body, and what I do is help them to heal their body naturally and really empower them to change the cells and down to the molecular structure and make them believe in themselves that they can heal their body. So I'm doing a webinar tomorrow night. It's all about increasing your energy, taking charge of your health and well-being, and taking back control of your life. So if you're in pain or know someone who's in pain, any physical pain and also emotional, because it's all connected, it's 7:30 tomorrow night, and I'll put the link in the chat. And thanks for sharing, and great to see you all.
Oh, Amanda, it's a pleasure. Round of applause to you. Correction, Amanda. Linda, there we go. Why do I have Amanda on the brain? There you go. Amanda's so in my head, I've got her stuck in my head. Linda, great job, Linda. We absolutely love you. Powerful, Linda, powerful. Amir, how you doing, Amir?
Fantastic, everybody. And obviously, if you don't know who Amir Meshal is, you can Google me. So I'm not going to spend time talking about who I am, because just Google my name. But one thing that I wanted to point out about Ed and about coaches and about master coaches, and this is where I'm meticulous with spending money on what helps rather than wasting money on another seminar or another coach or another direction. So I've actually been a customer of Piero. I've been a customer of Ed. I've been a customer of a few of the people within this site that actually met through the Edzia world, that little group that I'm in. And the difference between what I do and what a lot of other people do is I'm not a seminar junkie that doesn't implement. So I've got a question to Ed and Piero, and hopefully these guys will vouch for me because I didn't prepare them for this. Am I the kind of person that implements? When I take advice from a master coach like Ed, when I take advice from a master coach like Piero, do I implement your advice? Because that is the only thing you have control over, how you implement the advice that your coaches, your mentors, and the people who you're following up the chain are doing. Do I follow advice? And if you are also somebody that follows advice, I've taken Ed's advice today. I hate giving away free content because I feel that if you're not willing to pay for something, then you're not going to implement it. I spoke to Ed this morning and Ed said, you know what, Amir, why don't you give a few things away for free? So I've now put on my website the first 9 things that I've done as free things that you can sign up to. I don't think they're live yet because the legal people are still going through them. But Ed, I've implemented your advice and we've got our first 9 free sessions on the website, probably going live tomorrow. So by the time we're face-to-face in Sydney, I'll be able to point to the QR code saying, click here to get a freebie on me.
Oh, that's it. And well said, Amir. Round of applause. And that's the thing, you know, you always got to, I remember when I got into business networking early on, they always talk about givers gain. The ones who give the most get the most. And I thought, oh, it's a real selfish take on giving. I like it. So there you go. Very much. Now, bravo, everyone. Now, we're going to bounce over to the very handsome Michael Sterling shortly for his expert section. But just before we bounce over to Michael Sterling, and we'll finish up on a legendary session from Michael Sterling, 2 things. I want to get another group photo. So please turn on your webcams and get ready for another group photo. And the second thing I want to do is just make this point. If you haven't spoken and you want to speak, now is your chance. So if you haven't spoken and you want to speak, I invite you to look deep within your heart and your cellular consciousness and your dragon-born soul from Skyrim and decide whether you want to speak right now, because this is your chance. And it's not me asking, it's the universe asking through Edward's ear. So if you want to, oh my God, Conrad, what have you got for us, Conrad?
Thank you. First of all, I just want to congratulate Amanda for the step that she's taking, and embrace destiny is what I'm all about. I'm going to put my link in there in a moment. But something that Pierre said, and Amir said, and Ed said, and I just want to leave you with this, and that is, freely we have received and freely we give. There's some things that you just can't put a price tag on. And I think there are lots of things that we've learned along the way that we can really help people to grow. And I'm a big believer of that. If this is something that I've received from, well, collectively in my journey, that's something that we need to share freely, because we've received that freely. But of course, there are things that, you've spent years and years and thousands of dollars, perhaps, sharpening those skills. And that's where we have the webinars and the seminars. So I just wanted to encourage you all on that note, and that is, freely you have received, freely give. The things that you've received freely, give those things freely to those around.
Oh, well said. That's why Conrad's our guest speaker tomorrow. Round of applause. So Conrad, you're going to see Conrad live in Barangaroo tomorrow. So Conrad, pumped to have you with us.
Thank you.
Beautiful. All right. So what we're going to do is let's turn on your webcams if you haven't already. Let's take a quick group photo before we fade to Michael Sterling. So, someone's just coming in. All right. So my friends, turn on your cam, look in the lens, do a different pose. 3, 2, 1, and smile. Just fantastic. Everyone looks good. Linda Joy looks really happy, and I look like a psychotic serial killer. So Linda Joy is the antithesis of me. I'm like Jeffrey Dahmer, and she's like, Mother Teresa. So there you go. Thank you, everyone. I was just going to say, where's that young, handsome, strapping lad? I think it's Michael Sterling. So I'm just going to hit spotlight for Michael Sterling. So Michael Sterling has now taken over everyone's PCs. Now, Michael and I go way back. Michael is a top B2B marketer, and he understands the getting meetings with decision maker stuff inside out. And Michael, screen sharing is available if you want to use it or not. But I just want to say, floor's over to you. Michael, how you feeling? You're ready to go?
Yeah, definitely, Ed. And I thought what people shared today was pretty amazing. I love what Amanda said about taking the steps out of the situation she wasn't happy with and just taking the plunge. And I thought that really excites me, because like a lot of people, they're just never going to do that. They're just going to be in that situation that they're stuck in. And I've been there before. For me, it was like working these jobs that I didn't enjoy, like working like 10 hours a day for somebody for so long. And I just did it for years on end until I took a plunge and I got out of that world. But a lot of people don't do that, and they just go their whole lives and they're never going to take that step. So congrats to you, Amanda, and can't wait to see what you're going to do with it. It's absolutely amazing. But what I wanted to talk about today, guys, is how to get more meetings with potential clients. How do you get in touch with people? And I just wanted to share with you just 3 simple tips on how you could get more clients, get more meetings with business connections by the end of next month. You can get at least a couple of meetings with people that you want to talk to. So the 3 things that you can do is, number 1 is you can reach out to people who you have something in common with. So this can be people that live in the same town as you. This can be people that went to the same university. This can be people that, are from the town you grew up in. Like, let's say you grew up in Melbourne and now you live in Sydney, and you can find those people. And they're your potential clients. Like, reach out to them, acknowledge that you have something in common with them. Because like in our brain, we have this thing which is called in-group bias. We just like enjoy working with people and just talking to people that we have something in common with, that like feels like we're in the same group as them. So I always recommend, before you start going out and reaching out to, potential clients that you don't have something in common with, find people that you do have something in common with. As say like you live in the same town, or you do something the same as them, or you're part of the same group, and just reach out to those people first, and then reach out to people that you don't have anything in common with. Now, the second tip I want to give you today is reach out to past customers and colleagues. Chances are you have worked with somebody before, and now they're not a client anymore. Maybe it's been a couple of years. You did some kind of program with them. You coached them for like 3 months or something like that. And now they're not a client anymore. Well, guess what? Like, maybe it's been a year, maybe it's been a couple of months. Why don't you check in with them? See where they're at in their business journey, because chances are, if you worked with them before, they might be open to working with you again. Maybe in a different capacity. Maybe you can do something different for them this time. Maybe you have another offer. Maybe you can help them with a different thing that, they need in their business. So, it's so beneficial to just go to the past clients and trying to set up meetings with them again and rekindle that relationship. Like, for example, I've reached out the other day to somebody I worked with last year, and they were great to work with, and they're like an agency in Sydney that I love working with them. And we ended up, setting up a meeting for next week, and we're going to talk about, rekindling what we did and continuing to work together. And that's fantastic. And the best thing is, I already have a rapport with them. I already built up that relationship. So it's going to be so much easier to get that business potentially. And then the third tip I wanted to share with you, and I think this is such a hack to getting more clients quickly, is join the groups that your clients are the part of, like organizations, maybe a chamber of commerce, something like that. Literally, if you want to meet marketers, join a group of marketers, join a mastermind that marketers spend their time on. If you want to meet local business owners, join your, South Melbourne Chamber of Commerce or something like that. If you want to meet investors or something like that, join some kind of investing group where they have events and you can go to that, and meet that community. And again, this goes back to like this in-group bias that we have in our head. Like, people love working with people that they have something in common with, or they're the part of the same group, So it's such a hack. And like, for example, I love the community that Ed has. Like, it's been so beneficial to me, and I've met so many great people when I joined the inner circle, the networking community, whatever you want to call it. And it's absolutely amazing. Like, you can meet so many great people that way, and not just clients, like actual like friends that you can talk to that are like-minded, and maybe they can introduce you to somebody who can be your potential client. So just do that. And I'm sure that, if you do one of those 3 things that I mentioned today, you'll be able to get some new clients by the end of next month, if not even by the end of this month, for sure.
A round of applause for you, Michael. That was short and powerful. Now, I was just going to say, actually, it's funny you mentioned the get in touch with old clients. For a lot of those here, I used to be a marketing consultant, and over time I went from marketing consultant to like the guy who does videos on planes and LinkedIn and stuff. So I sort of over time merged from being a marketing consultant to being Ed, the LinkedIn influencer. And interestingly, a lot of our clients today were my old business coaching marketing clients. It's funny you say that, Michael. It's true. You can do something earlier in life, and later on in life, you can have something different that people still want. So yeah, I've actually done that, Michael. It's funny you bring up that point.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, you know, it's so good when you have that relationship built up with somebody. Like a lot of people trying to go out there and like, you know, meet strangers that they don't know. And like, guys, like I do this all the time. Like that's essentially what I do for clients. Like we research people and that's people they don't know, they have nothing in common with. And it works. You can still reach out to those people and you can, you know, you can make connections. However, if you want some really quick results, just trying to find some past clients, like literally you're going to have results just like this. If you find some past clients you can do something else for, and you've built up their relationship with them and you already have rapport and they know you and they have that no like and trust factor, like it's so much easier. And then, you know, people that you have something in common with, Ed, like, for example, you know, like I do this all the time when I ask somebody I work with, like, hey, like, where are you from? Like, are you from, you know, you live in Sydney? Are you from Melbourne? Are you from Brisbane? Like, why don't you go out and reach out to, you know, let's say you grew up in Brisbane and you mentioned to people like, hey, John, you know, I saw you're in Brisbane. I actually grew up in, you know, Chermside. It's like one of the suburbs in Brisbane. You know, I grew up in Chermside. I saw you're based in, you know, in CBD. So cool. You know, I remember, you know, going to CBD when I was little and all of that stuff. And like, that's just something in common that you have with them. And it compels people to reply more than when you just say, hey, John, I saw you do X, Y, and Z, and we can help you with this, you know, like it is just so much easier to make that connection. If you take the extra step and you actually find people that, you know, have something in common with you, you know what I mean?
Oh, well said and brilliant. Now, what I want to do is I just want to open up to the floor. If you've got any questions for Michael, or you want to make a point or got any questions, press the hands up key in Zoom so it ranks in order, or you can type it in the chat and I can take care of it that way. So if you want to ask Michael a question or make a really good point, now is your chance. Hit that hands up key so we can all manage it, or type it in the chat. Let's see what people are thinking. Wow, we have got an impressed audience. Okay. Well, I got a question for you, Michael. If someone loves what they've heard and they're interested in hiring you or learning more about you, what's the step and process, legendary Michael Sterling?
Oh, yeah, definitely. So essentially, guys, just reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'd love to have a chat with you, you know, have a Zoom chat. Just reach out to me on LinkedIn. You can probably find me. We're probably at least a second-degree connection, if not the first. You know, I do work with a lot of people who are in B2B space, either like marketing, advertising, or creative agencies, and just helping them to get in touch with their ideal clients, be that, you know, medical companies, you know, food companies, healthcare, consumer products, whatever it is. Just reach out and we can have a chat and discuss what you're looking for.
Oh, brilliant. Love your work, Michael. Big round of applause to you, Michael. Just powerful. And just before you all go, friends, I just want to just show you a few cool things. Firstly, if you haven't already, our next LinkedIn Influencer Workshop is in 15 days. So please come to that one. Saturday, the 7th of May, 10 a.m. Sydney time. If you're interested, click here and book on in. I promise you'll love it. The second thing I just want to mention as well, we've got Sydney tomorrow. We've got 73 people booked in for tomorrow, which is very exciting for Sydney. So make sure you come along to Sydney. These are all available on our Meetup. So if you just open this link that I've sent you, this is a link to our Meetup, you can book into all our events. So we've got Sydney tomorrow, and Monday we've got our, we're actually running a Zoom on unlocking the subconscious mind with Juanita Smith as our guest speaker, and we're back here next Thursday. So we've got good stuff everywhere. So please, if you haven't already, I've shared links here. This is the link now for the Monday webinar. Please book in right here. And here is the link for our Zoom next week. So yeah, and also too, please take screenshots, share it, get it out there. And we love absolutely having you with us. Now, just before we go, if there's anything anyone wants to say, put up your hand now, click the hands up button. there's anything you want to say, now is your chance. Just hit the hands up button. And Alessia, what have you got for us?
Yeah, I forgot to ask something when I talked because it was too long. I want to ask if anybody knows anyone working in electrodynamics to reach me out and have a chat because we have, for the project, me and Juan Carlos were looking for an expert, okay, in this field. So I'm up to meet some experts in this field and share some ideas on what we want to do in our project. That's it.
Oh, beautiful. Alessia, we love you. Fantastic. Amanda, what would you like to say? The floor is yours, Amanda.
I just want to say thank you to everyone for your support today. I love this group. I didn't know what it was going to be like, but I have been in loads of Zoom meetings in my work life, and I have to say this is the most fun one I've been in. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you. And I just want to ask Michael quickly, when you're meeting with people, because obviously he's tried and tested this now, what's the most powerful question that you've asked to get business?
Cool. That's a really interesting question. Like one of the things I start with, I think is an important thing is when I jump on a meeting with somebody and I have a little bit of small talk with them. After that, what I do is I actually ask them, why did you decide to have a chat with me? Like, what prompted you to say yes? Like, what are you interested in? Something like that. And usually people say obviously why they wanted to meet with, like how you spark their interest, but also they start getting into like what kind of problem they have, right? If you're offering them a marketing solution, they're going to say, oh, we're thinking about marketing, blah, blah. If they were offering, if you're offering some kind of health solution or mental health or something like that, they're going to start diving into mental health. So I think one of the important things you can ask them in the beginning, before you dive in, is like, why, what prompted you to say, yeah, let's have a chat.
Very, very smart. So there we go. So my friends, I think that brings us to the end. Can we give a big round of applause to Michael Sterling, the person next to you? What I'm going to do is keep an eye on your LinkedIn now. Once we finish the Zoom, I'm going to upload a photo and a networking post. So keep an eye out for that one. And I'll pumped to see a lot of you winners tomorrow. So without further ado, please unmute. Feel free to give a thunderous round of applause to officially close the evening or day. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Ed. Thanks everyone.
Michael.
Bye.
Bye.
So good looking.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.